Two interesting stories. The best-selling vehicle for decades, the Ford F-150, will have an all-electric model, and the chief engineer behind it. Welcome back to another Techstination interview. I'm Fred Fishkin. Very happy to have with us the woman who is Ford's chief engineer for the F-150 Lightning, Linda Zhang. Congratulations, Linda, and thank you for being with us.
Thank you, Fred. I'm so happy to be here.
Well, so there you were Wednesday night, last night, unveiling the Ford F-150 Lightning to the world, along with the executive chairman, the CEO, and the UAW VP. Put into words what that feeling was like.
Oh, it was amazing. It was literally like a dream come true. And the way that the world headquarters here was set up, with the beautiful stage right out front, with the building being used as basically a projector for everything that was going on, with all the footage of the truck playing, as well as as we were presenting. So it was beautiful, and it was just so lively and fun. We had some of our customers out here, as well as a lot of our employees out here as well. So it was really nice, along with a lot of media. So
Right. And personally, what an accomplishment. Is it of special significance that you're a woman, an Asian American woman who came to this country with your family as a child and a mom?
oh, I'm just so blessed to be able to represent the vehicle and to help represent the truck, but also the team. We have such an awesome team with such dedicated and passionate people that just love everything about the product and want to give our customers everything that it is. So we bring in all different points of views here with this product, making sure that we get our customers the best of what it is, whether it's truck usage for towing or hauling, or if it's tech features with this truck, with the level 2 driving, as well as leveraging that electrification to provide our customers with more power, more space, and more power, but from an exportable perspective as well.
Well,
leveraging that battery.
The power is certainly shifting towards women in the automotive industry overall, it looks like.
I think there's just a lot of really great people here, so it's not necessarily about me or anything like that. We have lots of different points of views around the team, and we have lots of genders, whether female or male, and include all those cool points of views, as well as different usages of young people, younger folks with families, as well as older folks too. So it's great.
And
It's nice to be able to leverage that really diverse team to pull in all the different kind of voices for voices for our customers. And we've actually done a lot of really great research too. So, and customer clinics to try to take in as much as we can from our customer base in terms of developing this vehicle.
I was going to say, you've been with Ford for a long time now. How many years?
25 years.
Wow. Working not always in the engineering capacity too, right? You kind of worked your way into that, or?
Well, so I am an electrical engineer by trade, and I also have a computer engineering degree and an MBA degree. So for me, I actually started in manufacturing, working with the engines, actually, from a manufacturing design perspective. And then from there, as I was at the company, pretty much right after my bachelor's degree, the company actually was really great. Ford's, sent me back to school for my MBA, as well as my master's of computer engineering. So I kind of grew into bigger and bigger roles, taking on not only manufacturing, but also engineering from a design perspective, and as well as kind of business roles here too. So business and strategy. So it's been great.
Wow. And then there was this challenge of building an all-electric version of the workhorse F-150. And this little thing called COVID in the midst of it. So tell us about the real challenges that you've faced here in trying to electrify a vehicle like the F-150, known as the staple, the workhorse, the everything for so many.
Yeah, the F-150 is awesome. And the F-Series brand itself is just such an important icon, right? For America in general, 44 years of sales leadership. So that's what we were building from. And in a way that was also an expectation that we needed to live up to. So if you think about it in terms of what this product is, at the end of the day, it still needed to be a truck. And we heard that loud and clear from all kinds of customers, that this was something that needed to be able to provide our customers with capability to capability, productivity, and functionality, right? So towing, hauling, all the things that they currently do with the truck, to be able to get their job done, to be able to, drive around and do things with their families, all of those still had to stay within this truck. So that was kind of the foundation for everything. And at Ford here, we've got, over a century of truck know-how in a way. So being able to pull all of that in to make sure that from a durability and productivity perspective, that we were giving our truck customers exactly what they need, but then also building on the electrification to give them even more, right? Electrification opened us up so many avenues in this truck, whether it's performance and that, smoother acceleration and fast acceleration, but also the ride aspect of it too. That's like the first bit that electrification opens up with that near instant torque. But then secondly, if you think about it in terms of a traditional vehicle has an a combustion engine in the front, right? Well, with a battery electric vehicle, we don't need that. So that opens up new spaces that our current customers can't have. So for us, we were able to take that space and not just provide a very basic tiny little frunk to our customers, right? The front trunk. We actually made ours a mega power frunk, and it's literally huge, and that's why we call it mega, because it's wide enough for 2 full sets of golf bags. It's big enough to be able to carry a full checked in bag and 2 carry-ons plus lots of little bags. And not only that, it's sturdy, it's durable with 400 pounds of payload right up front. And we, re-engineered the suspension a bit in the front to be able to handle that payload. So that's the mega aspect of this mega power front. And then the powered aspect of it is it's powered. We have 4 outlets and 2 USBs up front. So if you think about it from that perspective, I mean, really being able to provide more power for the customer. I mean, in a way, we're going to be reinventing the tailgating here, right? It's going to be front gating in a way. And then also it comes with a standard power open close front hood. So it just like, you can think of it similar to a tailgate, but there was a lot of, different challenges from an engineering perspective to get the front power up and down functionality, so that our customers can, with a touch of a button, or actually we have multiple ways to get in, but a touch of a button, get in and easily load and unload. This was an area that we did a lot of customer research and customer clinics on, and our customers literally helped us design this. They told us, I want this right here. I want that right here. So as a part of that, we actually have a drain at the bottom of this. Again, kind of going toward that whole tailgating. There's a mini bin that's in our mega power frunk. It's not mini, by the way, but it's a bin cubby that's kind of at the bottom of this of this mega power frunk, and it literally has a drain in it. So you can pour ice in there, you can put beverages in there, or if you think about it as a normally a dry and lockable storage area. But if you needed to, you can use it as a wet area as well, right? And let's say you're out hiking and your boots are completely muddy. Instead of having to chuck them in the back of the box and have them, run around, you can put them in the front, in the cubby. And then afterwards, take a hose and just wash it all down. And I mean, just amazing amount of space and utility in this. And our customers helped us design almost every bit of it. So that was one of the biggest passion points for us in this in this truck and what it's able to provide our customers that current vehicles just can't do.
Wow. And then there's all the tech. I mean, you've got over-the-air updates in this, meaning continuing improvements as you go along. And there's an option for BlueCrew, if I understand correctly, for hands-free driving on certain roads. Tell me a little about that, and how attentive will the person behind the wheel need to be with BlueCrew?
Yeah, so BlueCrew is our hands-free driving. It's basically a level 2 autonomy in a way. And the way that the vehicle is set up is, you know, we have, you know, all kinds of sensors around the vehicle. But in addition to that, inside the vehicle, we actually have an eye camera in a way to make sure that that our customers are still paying attention to the road, right? So it isn't so it isn't like, oh, go to sleep or anything. You still, you know, you still want to pay attention to the road, but it is full hands free, which is really nice. And it's available on all of the blue zone kind of certified roads. So a lot of major highways, a lot of you know, even some of the roads. And with BlueCrew, there's a lot of really cool features, including intelligent ACC with stop and go. So it'll, you know, accelerate and decelerate for you depending on the traffic around you. It's really, really cool. And the team's done a great job with it. And then not only that, the great thing about this product is not necessarily, you know, what we provide the customer at that point of sale, but also the fact that it has over-the-air updates available for the entire truck. So as more developments happen, as more, you know, technology and software become available, we'll be able to provide those updates to our customers and just keep the truck as smart as possible, and in a way getting smarter every day.
That's terrific. And you will, I assume, be taking steps to ensure that there's not driver misbehavior using BlueCrew, so that they don't get themselves in trouble and Ford in trouble along with them.
Yeah, we have you know, cameras in the inside the vehicle to help manage you know, how the eye is positioned and paying attention on the road. So yeah, it's a great little technology.
Very smart. So what are your thoughts about the challenge of providing all the capacity the power grid's going to need as EVs grow in popularity? And there's an engineering challenge there. You don't want to be charging these vehicles using coal, obviously.
So the really cool thing about this vehicle is actually some of those power capabilities, right? So right now, I think you know that with our hybrids, we're actually able to deliver some level of pro power on board or on the go. So like in case of the issues in Texas with power outages, folks were able to go ahead and plug their, you know, whatever it is in that they needed into the truck to be able to get juice out of the hybrid battery. With this all electric vehicle, we have a much bigger battery, so a lot more capability for that pro power on board, whether it's plugging, you know, more things in, keeping a work site going or campsite going, or we actually are starting an even cooler feature, which is this ability to use the vehicle as a backup generator in the home as well, right? So with our wall box, and if a home inverter is installed, it could actually help protect the customer's home as a whole, as an entire ecosystem during these outages. So then you can kind of plan your not only like the times that you charge and utilizing that energy in the vehicle for accepting the electricity, it can actually, in a way, change the direction of that flow and power your home as well. And based on a lot of the analysis that we've done, this is something that our customers are super excited about, especially, you know, in cases of like California where they have rolling blackouts, right? So in a way, what the vehicle can do is sustain the home, and then, you know, when there is power, smart enough to charge the vehicle up so that you can kind of keep using this vehicle almost as a buffer for your home energy.
And I think I read in terms of keeping the vehicle charged, that you were going to have a partnership with Sunrun, encouraging people to use solar power when possible. I don't know.
Yeah, so that's this intelligent backup. Our partnership would be with Sunrun to provide the home inverter as well as any solar work that the customers may choose, and that'll help with both the bidirectional kind of aspect of this power. But also, you're right. I mean, in a way, it allows our customers to kind of go greener with the solar panels and be less reliant on the grid.
Right, because I guess if we have so many new EVs out there, the question is, can the grid as it exists today handle it? And the answer is that we're going to need some new solutions, I suppose.
Yeah, possibly. Yeah, I'm just the chief engineer here, but
Right.
yes, infrastructure is something that's going to be really important, and that's where I think it's in a way it's really nice because this truck has gotten a lot of really great attention. Right, President Biden was out here on Tuesday, and he's very passionate about electrification. So in a way, hopefully he'll be helping with some of that infrastructure as well.
Now, I know you're in the parking lot there or nearby. Do you have the ability to get out and show us the truck at all?
Oh, definitely. Yeah, I can do that. So we actually have a different truck today out here than the one that was used for reveal.
In the meantime, tell us, and you can show us maybe, what do you think some of the key features are that are going to attract people to the F-150 Lightning? Maybe those who are new to the brand overall and the many longtime F-150 owners.
So I'm at the truck here.
All right.
So let me show you real quick, and then I'll get back to you on that question. Is that okay?
Sure.
So this is our truck with our world headquarters building behind it. This one is a Lariat truck, but as you can see, it's still very much a truck, right? And that's what we heard from a lot of truck customers, is that they wanted it to look distinct and modern, but not different. They didn't want it to be necessarily a science experiment. They wanted it to not only look like a truck, but also function like a truck. So, for example, on the side, you can see, we have a very traditional box. And I think that's helpful because, you can come up and lean in and, grab things versus, if you have an angled kind of thing or some other kind of different design, it's just because it's much harder. In addition, we also heard from a lot of truck customers that they wanted the box to stay very much similar because they wanted to be able to take their current vehicle accessories, whatever they might have for box, and just transfer it right into the product. So in a way, that was something that we kept very common as well. But if we take a look at the front of the vehicle, right, as we talk about distinct but not different, we can see that it does have a very distinct look with the light bar going around the headlamps, around the grille, and then on the other side of the headlamps. So that gives it that nice, beautiful, distinct look, whether it's day or night. Also, our headlamps are full LED projectors with dynamic bending. And that technology is really great, and it's really helpful from a functionality perspective. That dynamic bending really allows the headlamps almost to swivel a bit when you're starting to turn. Right, it takes that steering input into consideration and basically dials the headlamps to the left if you're starting to steer to the left. Also, that grille and all the sheet metal on the vehicle, we do have a lot of changes for hood, fender, and box. And it does really a lot from an aerodynamics perspective. So this is the most aerodynamic F-150 that we've ever built.
So that light bar is going to be the giveaway for people when they see these on the road.
Yeah, so the front light bar, and then also we actually did quite a bit to the rear as well. And you'll see that there is a rear light bar that goes all the way across too, and a very distinct tail lamp look, right? The team did a great job on the Lightning badge with a lot of really cool detail with the black as well as the blue font. So really a lot of exciting stuff and a lot of details in the vehicle. Even the wheels, right? These are very, very aerodynamic, but they're also really beautiful and got a lot of detail to them.
Linda, the range starts where and goes to where?
So the range on the standard battery is 230 miles, and on the extended battery is 300 miles.
And that's across the various models that you'll have out there.
Yes, yes.
And the starting price, just under $40,000. That's an accomplishment too for a vehicle like this, right?
Oh my gosh, that's so exciting. We've worked so hard to ensure that we kept costs down in the vehicle, leveraging a lot of the awesome benefits of, you know, having a large company, being able to buy in scale, whether it's, you know, modules or seats or even just software development, right? So a lot of what we talked about with the BlueCrews, we're able to offer that on a lot of vehicles. So that software development, some of those that work basically in a way gets to, you know, be reused a bit in a way, and we leverage that scale, and that's what helps us provide an entry pricing of $39,974. It's very, very, it's a wow price, right? Because I think it'll allow electrification to be adopted a lot easier for our customers.
And while the F-150 Lightning doesn't arrive until the spring of next year, people can reserve their spot in line with a $100 deposit starting now, I guess, right?
Yeah, I encourage everybody to do that. It is such an awesome product. And reservations started last night right after reveal, and from what I'm hearing, it's going very well. So I encourage everyone to get in and get their spot in line.
Ford.com is the place to go. Linda Zhang, thank you so much for taking the time with us and giving us a little tour.
Oh, you're very welcome. Thanks for having me, Fred.